Hello, Cyclone fanatics, and happy Wednesday. I'm Chris Williams. He is Tim Sitzmann. We're here at beautiful Mr. B's in Clive, Iowa. Tim Sitzmann, I tell you what, we need to touch on that Iowa State-Iowa game.
Yes, we do.
Notice I said Iowa State-Iowa game.
Yes.
I'm not going to budge on that, Hawk fan, if you're watching this. You might have beat up on the Clones a couple of years in a row, but I ain't budging on that.
Yeah.
Tim, before we look ahead to Kansas State, I want to get your thoughts on the Iowa game from last weekend. You bummed out, man?
Well, you know, it was a lot different than I had talked about earlier when I picked Iowa to win. I really thought that it would be a much closer game, but I'm not bummed out. I think Coach Rhodes said it well, that the glass is still half full. There's a lot of things to work on, and I think we all know it as Clone fan that there was going to be a lot to work on even if we won and had an upset. That this is early in the season. Mm-hmm. I'm not bummed out. We still got to look at those 6 wins that we can get, and I think they're still out there.
Oh, for sure.
I think they're still out there. And
2 down, 10 to go, right?
You know, we've predicted out to I think a Texas Tech game, and I have them being like 4-2 or 5. I don't even know. 3-2 is what I picked, and and it's the 3 games they win.
We got to start 3-1. We said that. We said that back in July,
and that starts this weekend. And I'm holding to my prediction that we're going to get the Kansas State in Arrowhead Stadium, and then things are going to look a little brighter for us.
That's a great point there, Tim. And it's pretty easy. And I did the Cyclone Reaction Show on the Cyclone Radio Network this past Saturday, and it's pretty easy to want to jump off that cliff after you just get just pounded by a team. And I'm sorry, folks, but you need to deal with it. Iowa's better than Iowa State this year. They are.
Right now, they got a pretty good team.
Every phase of the game, they're better than Iowa State. Right. And you know, a lot of you ripped me for picking Iowa to win last week. I'm sorry, I wasn't going to blow the Kool-Aid up. That's a really good team. Yeah. Okay? Iowa State does have some issues. I think we saw that. And what do? You move on. You pick everything up, and look how Paul Rhodes' teams recovered after losses last year. That's the thing for me, Tim. I have so much faith in Rhodes and his staff. They are... especially on the defensive side of the ball, and that's no disrespect to Tom Herman. Right. But I look on the defensive side of the ball, and I just see so much experience when you have Rhodes, a former defensive coordinator. Wally Burnham, who's one of the most respected men in all of college
Wally's
football.
Done a great job.
Bob Elliott. I mean, there's so much experience right there. To me, you know, I look at Saturday and I see Daniel Thomas, a great running back in Kansas State, but I also see Iowa State's defense improving week by week by week. It's inevitable for that to happen.
I don't see a Kansas State team that's going to be good in every aspect of the game as an Iowa team that just won Saturday.
Yeah.
I don't see that kind of football team being on the field in Arrowhead Stadium, and I see us as a team being able to beat them on a lot of facets of that game. That's why I still stick with the Clones winning that game.
You think it's going to be a close game?
I think it's going to be 7 to 10 points. I really do. Okay. I think we're going to see. I think we're going to see what Coach Rhodes is going to do with that team. He's going to do the X's and O's. Have a lot of faith in him. You got to remember, this is the 2nd year of him being there, and he's dealing with he lost a lot of seniors last year. He's just building the program. I mean, you got to remember some of these programs take 3, 4, 5 years to get to where you're consistent. And a lot of talent there coming in, and let's be patient. Let's be good fans. I think we have 6 wins yet on the win-loss sheet, and good things ahead.
I agree. Not much changed last week. They got
nothing,
the loss in
nothing
the column,
changed.
but realistically, not many people picked them to win that game when you wrote out the schedule to start the season. It's just a fact. I know you want to beat Iowa, but they're really good. You didn't go into Cedar Falls and lose in the Unidome.
Right.
You lost in one of the most intense atmospheres in the country to a top 10 team, a legitimate top 10 team. You know what? Pick yourself up. Look at Ben Brunn's column that he wrote yesterday on the website. Right. He said it perfect. There's nothing you can do but move on. So Tim is picking a Cyclone win. You'll get my pick here later on in the week. Tim, I want to give you an opportunity to let everyone know what's happening at Mr. B.
You know, my pick is to come in here and look at new fall things.
You got new fall stuff.
Unbelievable. The store is packed. Beautiful things, lots of casual, lots of weekend kind of clothes. If you're going to that game in Kansas City, maybe pick up a sweatshirt, or if you don't want to wear Clone colors at night, you can pick up something nice to go out to dinner with your wife or your best friend. And also, we got a lot of coats and stuff when it starts getting cold.
I saw the jackets. They look great when I walked in.
Really nice looking stuff. I invite you to come to 1995 Northwest 86th Street in beautiful Clive, Iowa.
It is beautiful. It's gonna the leaves are gonna be changing colors here before
it's starting, and I got Chris in a tie. I think it's great, and we're dressing him up.
Maybe I ought to do this more often. I feel more professional today.
It's great to have you in a tie, and it's great to have you at Mr. B's, 1995 Northwest 86th Street. Chris and I will be back next week, and it's good to have him here.
Yeah, hopefully we'll be chatting about a win next week, Tim.
I think we will, and keep your dauber up. We lost to a great team, and it's fun to have two teams in Iowa that are going to be great teams down the road.
Yeah, I don't have a problem at all with anybody who says quality things about the Hawks, because you know what? At some point in life, you might not like saying it, but sometimes you just got to back up and say, wow, they whooped us.
Nobody said you had to like it, but the truth is the truth.
Yeah.
And they have a good team. I'm not saying they're a national champion. I wouldn't even go there. But they're a top 10 team, and it showed on Saturday.
And all you can do is learn from it and become a better football team. And
absolutely.
And that's, again, we'll go back to the coaching staff. That's where I don't have any more faith in any guys more than Paul Rhodes and his staff.
He handled it very well. I thought his interview was terrific. He said it like it is, and he kept the glass half full. He's looking at his team, and he's saying, hey, we're all right. We're going to be better. And he will be.
Thanks, Tim.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. We'll see you next week. Go Cyclones.
Go Clones.
Go beat up on Kansas State and Arrowhead Stadium. We will see you next week.